Nathan, first of all, welcome to Copenhagen and welcome to FC Copenhagen. Why did you choose to come here?
Obviously the coach and the sporting director, approached me towards the end of the season and explained to me what the club's like, and obviously you didn't need much of an introduction for a club like Copenhagen. It's the biggest club in Scandinavia, and they have such a high reputation. So for me, it was a no-brainer to join, and it didn't take much convincing for me to join. I think it's the highest honor you can get for playing football in Denmark. So I think for me the decision was very simple for me and my agent, and we just wanted to get it done as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you know the club and the player, of course, because you've been playing in Denmark for a couple of years. So how did you see the club before the approach?
Yeah, I think everyone told me, even all the players and my teammates and staff at Vejle always talked about Copenhagen, and I was the best club. And obviously watching games on TV in Superliga, even when I was in the second division in Denmark, you can see the size of the club, and the fan base is truly amazing, and how much support they have and how much it means to them in the city. And Parken as well is an amazing stadium to play in. Obviously I played there a few times, and yeah, I think the view that I had on the club was massive, and I just can't wait to experience that.
When did you first learn about the interest from FC Copenhagen?
I would say probably before the last game of the season. So I had a few interests from other teams at that time, and then the coach approached me maybe like a week or so, or 5 days before the last game of the season, and so it was quite late in the year. But yeah, it was probably the perfect timing for me, and after the meeting, the decision was pretty much made.
And what should the fans know about you?
Just watching me, obviously I don't know how many Vejle games they've watched, but in the games that I have played, I'm someone who's really competitive, really passionate on the field, and quite energetic. I try to bring as much energy as possible to the team, and especially the defense. Just try and concede as least goals as possible, and whatever it takes. And I'm someone who likes to use their feet a lot as well, so hopefully I get the opportunity to showcase my ability on the ball. So I think that's something that fans should be looking forward to.
And you're born in Bermuda, but you lived in England, and you wound up in West Ham. How did that happen, and how long time did you live in Bermuda and then England?
So I left Bermuda when I was 12 at the moment. I lived in Spain for 3 years in Valencia for a footballing academy there. Then I went back to Bermuda for a year to finish high school. Then I went back to England. I had my cousin who played in Millwall at the time. He had an agent, so I used his agent to just go on different trials. And I went on loads of different trials and ended up at West Ham for 2 weeks, and just went from there. They signed me from there, and the rest is history.
And then Vejle all of a sudden. How did that come up?
Yeah, the sporting director, Marius Nicolai, had interest in me. They wanted a keeper of my profile, and he said that I was the perfect fit for them, and he said he was willing to wait, even if it took halfway through the transfer window, that he would wait for me. And for me, that's a big sign that the coach and the sporting director really believed in me and had enough patience to wait for me. And eventually, I just decided to go to Denmark for a new challenge, and leaving to go to a different country is not something new to me. So I accepted the challenge, and the rest is history.
And now you're taking a step up to FC Copenhagen, and big club, and also European football. How do you look at that?
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful challenge. It's something that I've been working towards, and something I feel ready for. So, I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm not thinking too far ahead of the games, and I'm just taking it one day at a time and trying to improve and just make sure I'm as fit and ready as possible for the games ahead. So it's going to be a fun and long season. So I'm just ready to get started.
And you'll be meeting Vejle as well in the league. How do you look forward to that?
Yeah, it'll be an interesting game. Obviously, I've had messages from my teammates, and they're just saying, congratulating me, and just saying we can't wait to play you. So it'll be a fun game. But obviously, when the whistle blows and the game starts, it's I'm just gonna play like we never met. So hopefully, we'll kill them.
Welcome once again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Og hvem tror du så havde de højeste odds på landsholdet de sidste 12 måneder? Det var naturligvis Unibet. Kom så Danmark!
Programmet præsenteres i samarbejde med Pro Treatment. Fysioterapi, diagnostisering, behandling og træning.